Welcome back, guys. Think of this as a prologue to the video you're just about to watch. I realized after I filmed it that I should probably give you an update on everything that's parked outside too. So the wife's Toyota Highlander, you guys have never seen. If you want to see a video on that and a review, let me know. The Jetta has been running great. I let it warm up for about 20 minutes in the morning, just because it's a TDI and it doesn't like to warm up. But it's been getting, even with warm-ups, it's been getting like 32 miles to the gallon. I had 210 miles on it with just a little over half a tank, and that cost me 20 bucks, 7 gallons. The pickup I don't use very much. It just sits unless I need to go to the dump or something, because it gets horrible gas mileage, but I love my truck. So, and I have to have the truck to pull that big ass boat over there, so nothing's changed on any of this stuff. Truck's already got a lift, a big bumper, wheels and tires, so it'll stay the way it is, other than just fixing the minor stuff. Windows are already tinted in it too, so the Jetta, I'll get the windows tinted. I'd like to find wheels and tires for it, maybe put the smoke tune in it and straight pipe it. But it's more of a daily driver for fuel mileage, so we'll keep it that way and as much stock as possible. So, and then the wife's hybrid, that's her deal. I'm not messing with that. So like I said, just a little prologue or epilogue, or whatever you want to call it. As always, unedited. So just let me know what you guys want to see, and give me a like, share, subscribe. Talk to you later. Well, good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my house. We are in my garage, as you can see. Got the 69 GMC here. Got the Corvette sitting here. Kind of did some cleaning up and straightening up, and I got my Christmas sign hung up. That was a sign from my in-laws. I love it. But so I just wanted to give you an update on both cars. Last year, this one, we had an issue with these are going to be my projects here now that spring's coming up, but fuel gauge quit working. Replace the fuel gauge, replace the sending unit, and it still quit working. And I just pulled it apart a couple minutes ago and looked, and here's the float. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but right here is a teeny tiny crack. So that float has got a teeny tiny crack in it, and I don't think it's working properly, because I pulled the sending unit out, tested the resistance on it with moving the arm the way we're supposed to, and I'm getting 0 to 95 ohms of resistance, which is what it's supposed to be. Sorry, I had heater on. It just shut off, so it all got quiet. But anyways, so we have that project going for this, and I'll show you. So on this, we're getting underneath. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that very well. I'll grab a light. As always, unedited. My videos suck. I'm new to this, so. See, the exhaust just basically dumps out right underneath the back of the cab. She doesn't like that, it's too noisy for her. So we're gonna take and undo it from right here, run some longer pipes, and maybe put some different mufflers on it and get the exhaust farther to the back. So that's another project. Also, we've got some newly painted, not painted, but they're actual black armrests for it that need to go on. Yes, it's dusty from sitting in the garage, plus I used my shop vac for cleaning out my pellet grill, and I vacuumed out a car and it blew dust all over. But anyways, so these ones are just a painted. You can see there's a tan underneath, but we're going to replace those. See, I got the seat pulled forward, working on the fuel tank in there. So those are the 3 winter projects that's going on that. Now this thing's got an issue. So my Jetta TDI that you guys saw, when I first got it, the glow plugs weren't working. Finally got them fixed. But while they weren't working, I had the Corvette sitting outside, and I put the TDI in here so it would start in those below zero temps. Well, there must have been some water. You see that mess down there? There must have been some water in my steering system, because now my rack and pinion is leaking like a sieve. I mean, it's leaking faster than you can pour it in. So now I have to change the rack and pinion. So that's ordered. The float is ordered. So we'll be working on those two projects, and I got a big giant air bubble in the cooling system. It's tried overheating, moving it back into the garage, so I got to rebleed the cooling system. And I did double check. There's no water in the oil. Pull it out right here. See that? Nice and clean. No water. Yes, it is half a quart low. It's probably due for an oil change. It hasn't been changed since 7/26/19 at 68,000 miles, and I think I'm at 80 or 76, so it's due for an oil change. Let's look. $70,596. So it's been almost 3,000 miles, but when you only do it once a year, you might as well get it done, because it doesn't hardly move in the winter. So you'll get that. But other than that, she's running great. She starts right up when the battery holds a charge, because I let it sit too long. But a lot of people don't like the Crossfire motor. It's not a huge horsepower motor. The car is absolutely fun to drive. It handles like a race car. It's plenty fast for now, so we'll leave it the way it is. Hopefully eventually one of these days I can afford to buy another one. I don't know if some of you that are new to the channel may not have seen the story. This car was bought by my little brother when he got out of the Army. He's had it for about 4 or 5 years, starting having some mechanical issues with it. Didn't know how to fix it, just got frustrated with it and gave me the car. When I first got it, we went through and tore into it and pulled the stock radiator out of it, which was plugged completely solid. So these C4 Corvettes are bottom feeder. The air intake is underneath the front nose down here. So it's real easy for them to suck in dirt, hair, road debris, and so that radiator was completely plugged up. So I pulled that out, replaced it with a larger 2-core from Engineered Cooling Products. Love it, haven't had any issues with it, runs cooler. Went back to a 180-degree thermostat and put in a manual fan switch. This C4, the Crossfire motors, I don't know how the other ones are, but that one in particular, setting you up here, is designed that the engine fan, the thermostat or the temp switch on the other side of the block doesn't kick it on the fan till like 225 or 230 degrees, and I didn't like that, so I put in a manual switch. So I turned the fan on at about 195, 200. I try to keep it in that range. But other than that, the car is ready to go. Just get the cooling system bled again, and the new rack will be here by the 5th or the 8th. I ordered it from Muroc Chevrolet. It's used. They specialize in parting out C4 Corvettes and other Corvettes. So I got a used rack coming. They have a guarantee on them. It's out of an 86 with only 40,000 miles on it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just excited, waiting for spring. It's kind of snowing out today, but it's supposed to be in the 50s by the end of the week, and it would have been really nice to be able to drive the car if that's the case. So probably later today or tomorrow I need to start the pickup, because it hasn't been started in over a month. But I'm going to end up waiting until I get that float, just to make sure that everything's working properly in that. So sometime this week we'll get a cold start on this, and it's going to be a really cold start, and this thing is hard to start. And those of you that are new, this is my wife's truck. 69 GMC half-ton short box step side. Obviously not the original color. They had it repainted 20-some years ago. It's a black cherry. It's a dirty black cherry, but as you can see, it's due for paint again. We do take it to car shows. We still show it because it still cleans up good. It's got some old style wheels on it. It is a numbers matching truck. So it is a factory 350 4-barrel with a turbo 400 tranny, coil spring front, leaf spring rear. We did find the build sheet in it. Haven't been able to get it laminated yet. It's got one dent here. I have this piece, but I got to get the fender pulled out. And then when they had it painted, the guy didn't do it right. So it's had some moisture underneath it on this rear fender, and then all this paint's popped off. But other than that, it's a clean truck. Those are Mopar taillights. And if anybody's watching can identify those and let me know what they're out of, I'd really appreciate it. And then we've got a car rear bumper. Another one of those taillights. Using it as a storage unit. Summer tires that came with the Jetta. I didn't have time to get them in my shed. Car cover for the Corvette. So yeah, that's about the extent of what's going on here. Waiting on parts. I'll try and bring you guys along and show you the repairs as best I can. Both of them need washed and cleaned. They're filthy. But yeah, this is what's going on in my garage. So hope you guys enjoy. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think and have any ideas or what you want to see. So like, share, subscribe. As always, I ask. I'm slowly gaining viewers. Got a new one today, which much appreciated. Love you guys all. So we'll get cracking on some of this stuff and get some stuff going. Thank you guys. Have a good day.